Oh man, she has some really cool armor. Now, Lady Iolar, allow me to give a brief explanation. We set up a wooden training dummy here for the purpose of this exam. We'd like you to demonstrate any skill you may have developed on this dummy, then walk us through how each skill works and what it's capable of doing. Oh man, that's grammarly wrong. Ursulith and I will be evaluating whether the skills you show us exhibit the intertwining of disciplines that serves as the foundation of all known Arcana talent. Oh, she has a cool... Man. Does it make it hotter that it covers her entire face except for her mouth? I don't know why. So this is how you administer the examination. Well, one of my main abilities is drawing the attention of a large number of enemies. It's going to be a bit difficult to show you with the training dummy. You draw enemies' attention. Yes, that's right. My ability makes hostile force within a certain range unable to focus on anyone but me. As you might imagine, there's seldom ever any need for such a skill in my day-to-day duties patrolling the grounds of the Pontiff Court. However, it comes in quite handy when I'm dispatched with a squad of knights. They're free to rescue anyone in danger or focus on our objective without needing to worry about being ambushed by beasts or by bandits or whatever we're dealing with. I can honestly say I never heard of a skill that accomplished such a feat. Really? I mean, the Giants have something like that. It's called Taunt. But after hearing your explanation, I understand why your name was submitted to our association as a potential candidate. Now I'm just left with one conundrum. How can we properly evaluate such an ability? Could you give me a few minutes? I'm trying to think of some way you might be able to demonstrate such an ability to us. I was about to say, could we not attack her or like, and then see if her, does it work on humans? Royal Chef Trainee. Are you a knight? We need help. What? Oh, is something happening? It's rats, a whole swarm of them. It's alright, just calm down and explain. I was going down to the cellar to fetch a few sacks of potatoes and was met by a horde of rats staring back from the darkened corners with their beady eyes. They ran me out of there and they're still hot on my heels. Can you chase them off? I think you might have better luck asking the guards. It's too risky if anyone discovered dead rats in the past. I worry Glenwes will blow his top. Please, you gotta help me. You need not worry, friend. Lark is watching over you. Must have been her guidance that led you here. Just as I was hoping for a way to demonstrate my abilities. If this isn't divine providence, I don't know what is. Fear not, I'll lead your swarm of rats outside the castle. In the meantime, sure, Lark would love to hear a heartfelt prayer of supplication from you. You will? I'm not sure how, but I'll pray or grovel or whatever you want, lady. Just get these rats out of here. Man, her armor is so cool. But that breast though. And she's single? I'm sure it has to be a religion thing. Okay. I'm guessing that's like smite. And this is the heavy standard thing. And it only aggros enemies within the radius, I'm assuming. Provoked. Oh. Okay. Heavy standard and taunt. Alright. Man, the goofy ass music. Oh, I just do this the entire time? Man, she does a lot. 13k? I mean, that's probably nothing for you guys because you're all like super strong. Dude, thank you so much. Now I don't have to something. You really did. I can't find a single trace of rat anywhere. Lark be praised. You really saved my bacon. If Glenwes found out anything about this, he'll have me removed from the castle by a catapult. This is surely the great mercy of Lark, who heard your earnest plea and preserved your livelihood. Soft, thank you so much. It took me years to work my way up to my position in the castle kitchen. I was terrified at the thought of losing it all in the instant. From now on, I'll be dutiful in my tilting of the Pontiff Court and make it a point to attend worship regularly. Thank you so much, brave knight. That's wonderful to hear. If you faithfully attend morning masses and join the choir, I have every confidence you'll be cherished by Lark, and by all your brothers and sisters of the church. I'll keep that in mind, but for now, I gotta get back to the kitchen before Glenn would suspect anything. Maybe she's just not interested in relationship. I can't believe I'm still on about that. You scarcely been here for an hour, and it appears you already managed to rekindle the faith of someone here in the castle. Truly wonderful, isn't it? But spreading the words of Larmlock isn't limited to any one time or place. I stand ready to share her love with the world whenever and wherever the opportunity presents itself. Yes, I can see that quite clearly. I also now had the opportunity to witness a clear demonstration of the skills you spoke of, Lady Iolar. During my research prior to founding the Arcana Association, I read about and personally observed a wide variety of skill. However, this is the first time I ever seen a skill capable of doing what you just did. And you need to get out more. I think the ability you demonstrated today is more than enough to be regarded as the basis of an Arcana talent. And with that, I say you pass the practical segment of your Is that right? Assessment? Is it assignment? No. Practical segment of your assessment. Huh, that sentence just seems weird to me. Maybe because it's like a tongue segment of your assessment. That's probably right? Yeah. It's just that. Huh. Segment of your assessment. Excellent work, Lady Iolar. And with that, I say you pass the practical. Oh, okay. Where is it? Look at her. She's happy. A lamb in the arms of God. Then that about wraps up the practical exam. Well done, Lady Iolar. Things happen to fall into place quite nicely this time. But this incident made me realize we ought to be tailoring our practical examination to better suit the applicant's skill. As soon as we got your registration all sorted out, I'll start exploring how we can improve our interview and examination process. Oh, does that mean I passed? It does indeed. Your credential and background checks out, and the skills you demonstrate during the exam shows all the hallmarks of an Arcana talent. It's one thing I like to ask about before we get to all that though. Do you recall how you first awakened to your Arcana talent? Was there some specific moment or catalyst? Studying how and why Arcana talents form naturally in certain individuals is an important part of research we do here. So we'd be glad to hear anything you remember. No details is too minor. Oh, I see. Is it when she lost her parents? Is there something about those circumstances that you're uncomfortable sharing with others? Oh, it's not that. It's just I wasn't certain how to really put it into words. Even now, years later, it's difficult to describe in details what exactly happened. Rather than having me explain, you might get a clearer picture from this bracelet. It was a gift from my father, and I was wearing it on the day I first awakened to these powers. I don't know if it's due to what happened, but it possessed a peculiar ability. If you clasp the bracelet, close your eyes and focus your sense on it, you can relive the event on that day, and it's almost as though my memories were engraved into it. I prefer not to see them again, but the two of you should be able to. Hopefully seeing it for yourself will answer your question. You receive an old worn bracelet from Iolar, who explained that you can use it to see vision of incident that first caused her Arcana to manifest. Clutch it tightly in your hand and select use to witness the formative moment. Maybe it's the day she lost someone important or something? Or day she... Oh, I was about to say... Day she went blind? Oh, the sun's almost set. I didn't realize it was so late. She is not blind. Mom and Dad said the ground here isn't stable because of all the rain we had. I should get home before they start worrying. A landslide? Wait, did both of her parents die? Dad, are you there? Mom, I can't move. Mom, Dad, where are you? This is no time to cry. I have to save them. Ooh. What's happened to me? This feeling. It's no time to waste. Mom and Dad are waiting for me. So she lost both of her parents at the same time. And she got lucky. Oh man, that's pretty depressing. Imagining that little girl there scared by herself. Did you see all that? What happened that day? On that day when the landslide struck, it was my earnest desire to save my mother and father that awakened something in me. Back then, I believed it to be a miracle, born of my favorite prayer and my will to have the strength to save everyone. It's when I gained the physical strength I had ever since. Strength enough to move whole boulders. And it was that strength that helped me save the people of the town. But in the end, I wasn't able to save my parents. Whenever I remember that day, I always think, if only I'd been stronger, if only I'd been able to better use the abilities I've been given. I read records here in the castle about emergencies that have arisen in all corners of the continent due to landslide. There was a big one that happened near Dumbarton a few years ago. It made such a mess that they had to close the road entirely for a while. I also recall reading there was a major landslide in the vicinity of Tara, but there was only a single line mentioning the cause as heavy rainfall. I had no idea a whole town could be. I can't imagine how difficult it must. Was it artificial? Someone else caused it? I truly appreciate your willingness to share such personal memory with us. Here's your bracelet. Turn the bracelet. We have to do this kind of background check for everyone, though I apologize for not being more specific in phrasing my question. I feel as though I forced you to recall unpleasant memories. Oh, please don't feel guilty over it. As a longtime guard, I fully understand the need for your proper security clearance. Just that it's been so long since I spoke with anyone about this. I suppose remembering it just brought all those feelings rushing back. Still, it's all in the past now. Nothing I can do will change that. But it'll be alright. I've been reborn in the love of Iolar. Thank you for understanding. I think that's about wraps up our examination. So why don't we reconvene in the association room? We can discuss your results and get the registration process started. Would you mind staying a while longer, Ursula? I need someone to notarize Lady Iolar's official membership paperwork. Here's the tension between Layer and Iolar. Iolar? Kind of feels like I'm saying Lyar, or is that IR armor? Fine begun to abate. You join the two for the walk back to the Arcana Association room. Allow me to thank you for your earnest effort today, Lady Iolar. Not only did you supply every document we might needed, you comported yourself well in the practical exam. Your identity has already established by the letter from the Pontiff Court, so if you like, we can start your membership registration without delay. That sounds perfect. I'd like to sign up right now then. Alright, let me just make sure all the paperwork is in order. If you could, stick around a little longer and help me get these filled out. It'll be much appreciated. Don't worry, it shouldn't take too much extra time. Okay, shall I start with this one? While IR is looking over the neat pile of forms set before her, Layer comes over to quietly speak with you. I still have questions I like to answer. I like answers to at some point, but there's no denying that her power is that of the Arcana. For now, I think our best call is having her join the association. At least here, we can keep an eye on her. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe she caused the landslide, or in exchange for her getting her abilities, karma took away her parents. I don't know. Imagine it was a crisis of faith thing. The Pontiff Court sent her here as part of some grander scheme. I'm confident we'll catch wind of their true nature sooner or later. Still, this development calls for caution, and I intend to investigate it from every angle. Last thing I want is to see the Queen caught in the crossfire of some struggle between the monarchists and the supporters of the church. I'll observe for now, but in the future I may require your help with that, Ursula. Am I filling this out correctly? Let's have a look. Yes, everything appears to be in order. As an official member, you'll be free to use the Arcana Association room however you like. However, I feel compelled to ask you to refrain from gathering audience or proselytizing while on the castle ground. As you may be aware, there are a number of individuals serving in the castle who have a decidedly negative view on anything related to the Pontiff Court. Now that you're a member of the Royal Association, Lady Iolar, your words and deeds reflect on the crown. The long and short of it is, we're expected to do our best to avoid causing trouble for the Queen. I admit, it's a bit disappointing to hear. Still, I'm allowed to share the words of Iolar in private conversation, right? Even here in the castle, people are permitted to speak conveniently with one another about whatever they choose, I presume. I won't stop you from doing it, but let's try to avoid any more incident like today, having a guard knocking our doors, asking me to come collect you is less than ideal. Oh, of course. Oh, and you needn't call me Lady Iolar. Just Iolar is fine. After all, we be working hand in hand from this day onward. Iolar has joined the Arcana Association together. You can delve deeper into the Sacred Guardian Arcana talent, of which she has proven a paragon. And with that, we finish A Lamb in the Arms of God. Even though I probably won't name it that, but hey, it's something. Probably name it after the Shadow mission. Sacred Guardian. Unlock Ren Armor and Pledge of Penance. Cool. I guess we'll start trying it out next episode. But we unlock a new character, not a new character, a new companion, IR. She seems like she's awkward to be around and other people find her annoying because all she does is preach. That makes me wonder, does she have a social life, a hobby, or anything? Kind of seems like all she does is just her duty, her job, and patrols. And that she doesn't really do anything. I wonder if we go to her house, will her room just have a bed and a table and be like, this is how she lives? You know, kind of curious to know her, like, more about her. Like, I know the hitman guy's probably moving from place to place because, you know, he can't stay in one place too long. And Echo Kid, he shows up here, but then he stays at his own house in Totian. We know Cohen stays here all the time. I don't know. I'm looking for Matthias, but I just expect him to be in some corner somewhere. Morning prayers is wonderful. Way to fortify mind and by the face of day's challenge. I can show you. But I guess we'll see when we progress her story and get to know her a bit more. Oh hey, is that Luffy? That's a cool cosplay. But we continue G17 and Sega 1 next episode. Anyways, thanks for watching. Love you guys. Stay safe and I'll see you next time.